Welcome guys, this is TheChudude coming again, and today we are going to do a preview of the MLC for the Giro. So the MLC, the draft is going to be out this Saturday, couple days time, depending on when you watch this video. And I'm going to do a preview of it. So I know some people may be a bit confused. I was a bit confused on how this new chemistry system would work, how everything would work basically. And I'm actually new to this, so don't take my words too closely because I haven't actually played through one of these MLCs, but it's always a good time to have it first, isn't it? And I'm looking at it. I've done a lot of research myself. I mean, whenever I want to take something serious, I go full out. There's no leaving anything in the tank for me. It's like it goes with anything, like betting. I will full and analyze everything from weather to just anything. And I thought this MLC would be the same as well, and I've done a lot of research and there's still some to go. Now, let's begin. So, the chemistry system. Now, I've talked to Vaylid about this, and well, thanks for Vaylid to hosting this MLC as well, because we would not be here without it. And we're going to be talking about the chemistry system. So, in order for your riders to get plus stats, so to gain an advantage on the others, you're going to have to link them up as well. And bear in mind, there's already guys who are banned. So from my mind, what I can remember, the bans were Chris Froome, Nairo Quintana, Alberto Contador, Joaquin Rodriguez, and Nibali. So they're the best 5 climbers, all banned. It was the last 5 guys who got the ban. So they did. I thought I'll talk about this a bit later. Let's get back onto the chemistry. So how this chemistry works now. In order to get a +2, you need someone from the same country. So it has to be from the same country. So it could be Chris Froome and Bradley Wiggins. That's a +2, and a max is a +2. You can't get a +3 if you add more British riders or anything like that. But first, you can have the same riders from the same country. So it could be Richie Porte and Chris Sutton, or Chris Froome and Bradley Wiggins. However, you can also get a +2 if you get, to say, let's just see, what's a good example? Valverde, and you need because Movistar's Spanish, you need to find another Spanish team. So you may look here, and there's no other Spanish teams. You might have to look for a Spanish team here and find someone that you can pair up with. And let's go look for one. I remember Luis Leon Sanchez was a pair, because let's have a look here. Caja Rural, they've got, oh, where was they? Caja Rural, let's add them. And since they're Spanish and Luis Leon Sanchez is Spanish, you can pair Valverde up with Sanchez, and that's a +2 for both of them. So that works out well. However, you can't get a +2 if you go Rodriguez and Valverde. Even though they're both Spanish, Movistar is Spain, and Katusha is known to be, is it Russian? Yes, Russian. So when you pair Rodriguez up with Valverde, you wouldn't get a +2. However, you'll get a +1 for it. So these +1s don't stack, however, but it certainly does help. I mean, it's easy to get +1 certainly, but the +2s are, it's where you can win the MLC or lose the MLC. I mean, I've simulated through the MLC and I've seen what the AI sort of tactics are and how they race. So I can fill you in with a bit of it, but I'm not going to give all my secrets away because I actually want to win this. I mean, I've got a decent pick. I've got pick 6. I mean, sure, I'm not going to get the best rider, but I think I'll be in there. I mean, I'll definitely be looking to do well in the GC, at least get a top 3, hopefully. And we'll see how we can go from there. So hopefully if I got you guys all covered with the chemistry system, you guys are all good now. So again, you're going to have to find a good pair in order to succeed. I was looking at Roman Krojcika. You can't really find a good pair for him. You can't find, there's other Russian teams, but none of them have a Czech Republic rider. So the most you can get for Krojcika is a +1 if you pair him up with let's say a Leopold Koenig, another Czech rider. So you can't, I couldn't find a +2. There's none out there, so that's going to be a big issue for some people. I mean, the point system's very in depth as well, so that's going to be, you might have to ask Failure for it, but essentially it is this: if you win a stage, I think it's 200 points. All the points add up for overall winner, and if you win the GC, you get think it was at 2000 or something like that as well. So GC is going to be where it's won as well. I mean, the points jersey do count as well, but I've analysed the Giro and it is more of a mountain sort of one. So the mountain riders generally get the points jersey. So we'll be back and I'll look at the different riders to pick from. So which riders? Guys, so I'm in the career mode hub and I'm going to take you guys through some of the riders you guys should be looking to get in, or some of the riders you probably should stay away from. Well, first of all, the 5 bans were Chris Froome, Nairo Quintana, Rodriguez, Nibali and Contador. All these bands, it didn't surprise me, but the only one that surprised me was Contador. I thought someone like Valverde's capabilities is more worthy of a ban than a Contador. Contador's got the 80 mountain, but Valverde does have that too. But Valverde's got the 80 hill, and the Giro this year has a lot of hills as well. So that could be important. But this really puts Camapal in the box position because he's got the #1 pick, and I'm sure he'll be tossing up between Richie Porte and Valverde. Both he can pair up very easily. So I know Langborg's got the 2nd pick. I'm sure he's going to go either Port or Valverde, whoever's left on the board. Let's analyse these two. These two are going to be the red hot favourites to win it. Now Valverde, if you add him up to +2, we're going to look at a crazy rider here. 82 mountains, 82 hills, 79 acceleration, 77 downhill. Time trial will be 75, so he won't be losing that much time on the time trial. And let's compare this to Richie Porte now. Richie Porte's going to be 82 mountain as well, but his hill's only going to be 79 compared to Valverde's 82, so that could be the difference maker. His acceleration will also be different, but let me tell you guys something. When you guys selecting riders, you might want to have a look at this fighting stat as well, because this is how often AI attacks. You might want to pick a rider with higher fighting because it might give you the edge. It might have an aggressive AI, and it could be you winning or losing the MLC. Now, Port can make a lot of time out of Valverde as well from the time trial. Port will be 79 time trial compared to Valverde's 75. I mean, you think force that time trial, yeah, win or loss, there's going to be a couple minutes here and there from the time trials, but it's going to be a lot. There is a 40-kilometer time trial. You can make 2 minutes out of that if you're lucky and if you're having a good day. I mean, there's a lot of time trials. There's a mountain one as well, and that'll be whoever's got the best form leading up to it, because it's going to be the back end. And we also got the first stage, which is a team time trial, and then you'll be looking to get your guys like Wiggins, a Tony Martin, a Cancellara, a Taylor Phinney, guys that will help you perform in the team time trial. So when you're selecting a team, I'll give you guys some tips. You want to be selecting riders like, I had a look, and guys like Mollema, Uran, Vandenbroek, Bettencourt, Wiggins are all going to be gold. But it depends where you pick from. I mean, if you got a very high pick, you definitely should be going for a GC. I mean, if you go in the middle of the road, then it really takes skills, because you might not have the best GC guys. You might be worthy going for a Kittel if he's still left on the board, or Cavendish if he's still left. I mean, it's really up to you and how well you think it, plan it out. And when you're thinking about a sprint train, I'll give you guys a tip right now. Don't go for, like, to say if you have Cavendish, Kittel and Grapple, don't go for all 3 of them, because it doesn't work. The AI doesn't play like that. The AI takes your best sprinter. It takes your, I think, your second best sprinter. I don't know. And then it takes your best flat guy. So it only use 3 riders for the lead out. So there's no point having 5 sprinters because it won't be used. I guess your first pick, you should go for what you want to build your team around. And if you're going for a GC guy, to say you get the top 10, you want to pick maybe a Jurgen Vandenbroek. You might want to, second pick, you might want to start thinking about pairing him up with someone with decent capabilities, such as Jean-Christophe Perrault or Laurent Tendam will be very nice. Even a TJ Van Garderen. I mean, if you have a Van Garderen and a Wiggins, I mean, Wiggins has been iffy in the past with his the way that AI plays him, and that could really hurt your team. I mean, if you look at it, where is Bradley Wiggins? Let's look at Bradley Wiggins. Wiggins. He's going to have a very good time trial, 82 time trial. That is scary. But when you look at it, 79 mountain, that's going to be really good. But the thing is, this 65 fighter, it doesn't mean much when you're playing, but with the AI, he's not going to attack much, and that could lose you time. I mean, that could be costly. That's a really good hint for you guys. I mean, if you compare a guy up like a Van Garderen with another mountain guy who can time trial, that could be a really good gain in the team time trial as well. I mean, if you're going for sprinters, I had a look. It's going to be Cavendish and Greipel going to be dominating it. Sagan will win a few as well. He'll definitely win a few from what I've played. And then you got your middle of the pack sprinters who won't win you stages, but they will get you points. I mean, why I think Valverde and Port are going to dominate is because they're going to win the points jersey as well, even the mountain jersey. I mean, if you want to be smart, you might want to go for the young riders jersey because that's going to be wide open with someone like a Betancourt or someone else, maybe like I don't know, a Pinot, someone who can win that. I mean, if you look at it, the best all-round team's going to win. And if you look, you might want to look in the past which teams have won, and you look at it, they got a really balanced team from a mountain supporters, free mountain supporters, a couple of time trial guys, and a flat. And I think that'll be it. If you guys have any other questions, you might want to ask me or ask Failure because we can all help you guys out. Me and Baseball Lover will be co-hosting the draft, so we will be talking about every single pick. We'll be analysing it and helping Failure out because it is a huge job. I want you guys to thank Failure for this because this tournament would not be running without him. And give him a like on his videos as well when the MLC comes. Definitely check out his stuff. And the draft is going to be Saturday, 7 o'clock CET time. So you might want to get your stopwatches out or get whatever out. Get your time converters if you're from a different time zone like me. I got a really awkward time. 3 a.m. for me. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'll definitely be there. I mean, I'm very flexible with time. I can wake up one day at 6 and next day I can be waking up at midday. Like, it doesn't worry me. So, I'll be there. Hopefully you guys will be there. If you guys missed out on the draft, definitely be there as well because there's going to be guys who don't turn up and you guys might get a chance to have a go at it. So, this will be the TheChudude checking out. I'm sure it's a long video. Hopefully it guys helped you out with the MLC. If you guys have any other questions, leave it below.